Alright guys, so today we are going to be doing cha-ching number 14. We are up to, I can't believe we're at 14 already. So we're just going to get right into it. I know in my last cha-ching video, I was kind of focused on getting rid of a lot of clothes. So I was kind of just like listing stuff for like super cheap, my clothing items that I just want out of the house. So this cha-ching, there's like a couple pieces of those clothes in here, but there's like more of a variety of things and a lot more like higher priced things that sold. So just gonna start off, one of the first things that I sold was a vintage My Pet Monster stuffed plush hand puppet. This guy's name was called Wogster, and if you guys remember the My Pet Monster, like the big blue My Pet Monster, those things sell so good. I actually purchased one at a yard sale quite a few years ago now that even came with his handcuffs, and if you can find them with the handcuffs, that's even better. Or if you would just happen to find the handcuffs and no plush, pick up the handcuffs, because the handcuffs on their own can go for a lot of money, because you know, typically when people find the stuffed animal, he's missing his handcuffs. But this was just like another little thing that kind of went with the whole My Pet Monster collection of, I don't know how many My Pet Monsters there were. Like, I'm only familiar with the blue one, but there might have been other of the puppets, I'm not sure. But this puppet I got at a yard sale for, I think I paid a dime for it, 10 cents. And I listed him on auction because I wasn't quite sure what to ask for him, and he sold for $23.31. So that's awesome considering I only paid a dime. Next thing I sold was an Etienne Agner wallet. This actually belonged to my mom. I still have a lot of her things that you know, I don't really feel like I need to keep, kind of thing, and this was one of those wallets, and she didn't really use it much at all. Like, I remember the day that she got it. She got it at a yard sale, but it sold for $9.99. Next thing we have is a Red Cliff Ironstone mini pitcher. This came in one of the auction box lots that I purchased, and it sold for $13.99. I have a lot of Witch Baby soap. Witch Baby soap is like an online kind of like Bath and Body type of website where you can purchase bath bombs and lotion and body oils and soap and stuff like that. And I was getting their subscription box for quite a while. Each month you got like bath bombs and all sorts of bath goodies, and I just accumulated that, and like ordering off their website, I accumulated so many like little sample sizes of their soaps, and there's just like, I have so much of that stuff. It's just insane. So I just kind of put together a lot of like my excess of little sample size soaps, and that sold for $15.99. We got a perfume lot. This was just kind of like a lot I kind of put together. There was a Scentbird perfume in there. I got it at a yard sale. And then just some random like sample vials of perfume. And that sold for $14.50. I have my window open because it's so nice, the breeze, but it's like blowing my hair across my face, and I have lip gloss on, so it wants to stick to it. Not good, Michelle. Next we have a Juicy Couture hoodie. This sold for $17.99. I don't pick up Juicy Couture as much as I would have like years ago, but some of it still sells really well, which leads me to the next thing that I sold was a Juicy Couture purse. This one sold for $54.99, and it's an older style, the Daydreamer bags, but I still, like, they're still very much like in style. So if I were to see any more Juicy Couture Daydreamer bags while I'm out yard selling or thrifting, I would definitely consider purchasing those because they still seem to sell well. I sold a Coach. This was a Kristen Op Art purse. I got this at a yard sale for $2, and that sold for $22.99. As with Juicy Couture, same with Coach. Not everything Coach sells real well, but some of it does. And if I can pick it up for, you know, a decent price and, you know, the item's in nice condition, then, you know, I don't mind paying $2 for a purse and selling it for $22. Next we have a Vera Bradley visor. I just recently purchased this at Community Aid for $1.99, and it sold for $16.50, so that's pretty dang good. I also purchased at Community Aid the same time I purchased the visor. It was a Norcrest Frog Bank, and that sold for $19.99. I'm like looking off to the side here, like, what did I write here? It's my dad's bills that I gotta pay. Like, he calls me when he's got, because I do his bills and stuff for him, and he'll call me and tell me like what he owes for everything, and then I just go online and go into his bank account and have like the bank send the check out kind of thing. And I'm like, what are these numbers on the side of my paper? It was driving me crazy. Okay, so the next thing we have is Etienne Agner purse. I got this at the same yard sale that I purchased that Coach purse for $2, and this sold for $20.50 to a subscriber, so I hope that she enjoys her purse. Next thing we have is a pair of men's Etnies skateboarding shoes. Eric picked these up. I think he might have got them at Community Aid. We've had them for a little while, but they did sell for $35.99. They were a nice camo print pair. This was probably my biggest cha-ching for this video, was a lot of 4 wooden masks, like wall hangings. Eric and I got these at Goodwill. I forget exactly what we paid for them. I want to say it was $4 or $5 a piece, but they sold for $99.99, so that was a very, very, very nice sale. Next, these 2 items sold together. Someone purchased both of these. First was a Brighton purse. I got this at a thrift store. And then they also purchased a sack purse that I had for sale as well. So those 2 combined sold for $59.98. So that was a nice sale there as well. Oh, this one was really fun too. Those Chinese food dogs I got at Community Aid it was the same day I purchased the Vera Bradley visor and all that good stuff. I think these were $4 a piece, and one even had some little minor issues as far as there was like a little chip in its tongue. But these were really unique, interesting. I love the way that they look, and they ended up selling for $52. So that is awesome. So definitely, like, I didn't list that other food dog that I got just the other day at Goodwill. I still have to list that yet. But these ones here I thought were just like extra special. I love the coloring on them, and yeah, so I don't know if maybe they were like more unique or something like that, but I'm just happy they sold, and they sold for such a nice profit. Next, I sold a pair of Harley Davidson motorcycle boots. I purchased these at a yard sale for $10, and they sold for $41.99. So that's pretty good as well. I kind of took a little bit of a chance on those just because I wasn't sure like what they were gonna sell for and that kind of thing. Like $10 is a lot for me to buy at a yard sale. You guys know I like buying stuff as cheap as I possibly can, but I went ahead and took a shot with them, and I'm glad that I did. I sold a Vera Bradley just little ID coin purse. This actually, I purchased a purse at a yard sale, and this was like tucked inside, so I kind of got it for free type of thing. So that ended at $9.99. Not a whole lot, but I essentially got it for free. Next we have a Bath & Body Works Night Blooming Jasmine body spray that sold for $16.99. This is a scent that you can't purchase anymore. So like this spray was like used. There was, you know, I think I got it at either Goodwill or Salvation Army. I can't remember exactly where I purchased it, but not just Bath & Body Works, but any fragrances that are discontinued and hard to find, some of them can sell really well. So even if you find one and it is used, still like maybe take a chance depending on how much it costs. Well, look it up obviously, but don't get scared if it is used. People will still buy used body sprays and perfumes. Next we got, this was like a big Avon perfume sample lot. Like these were older scents that came on like the little moist towelettes type of thing. I don't remember. I know I got these at a yard sale, and I don't know if I got them for free or just very, very, very cheap. But they sold for $19.99. So some older Avon perfumes are worth money. Not all of them, but some of them are. As well, I'm like really burpy. I just had tacos. So I apologize if like you hear these like grumbly weird noises coming from me. I'm well aware and it's embarrassing me. So I try to edit out the ones that I can. Next I sold, this was a necklace. It's shaped like a purse, but it opens up and inside is a little like clock, a little kind of like watch face type thing. So it's like a watch slash necklace. This sold for $5.99 to a subscriber. I think I have another one of these, so I'll have to find it and list it. But I remember my dad actually got me these at one of his last jobs that he had worked at. They had like a little store where the employees could go in and like buy some of the stuff that they sold there for like super cheap, and he would go in there and like buy me stuff. And it was like a book kind of distribution place, so it was mainly books, but they also had like other stuff there as well. And he was constantly bringing me home books because they were only like $1. So my bookshelf was so full when he was working there. It was just insane. I was just like, just buy me some books, Dad, buy me some books. So he'd come home with like a ton of books for me. So, but yeah, he had got those necklaces at his job. Next was a Worthington top. This only sold for $5.99. I probably got it at a fill-a-bag rummage sale. It was a petite size, and I do have a hard time sometimes selling petite clothing. Next was a Coach signature purse. This was an older style. And not all of the older styles are really worth a whole lot of money. It sold for $19.99. Probably got it at a yard sale. Let's see, we got a GLORIA Vanderbilt top. This is another one that sold cheap for $5.99. But you know, it's out of the house, so that's all that matters. And I made a little bit of a profit. I think that was probably from a fill-a-bag rummage sale as well. So when I get clothes at like fill-a-bag rummage sales, that's like quarters basically, like once you add everything up, because the fill-a-bag rummage sales that I go to, like clothing wise, it's like $5 to fill your whole bag, and I can stuff a bag, let me tell you. So yeah, I pretty much don't pay a whole lot for clothes that I get at rummage sales. Next was a Nike tank top. This also sold for $5.99, and this I got at the Goodwill bins. So again, I probably didn't end up paying a whole lot for that either. Next was a pair of Sanuk flip-flops. These sold for $13.50. I got these semi-recently at a yard sale for $1. I have a pair of Sanuk flip-flops, and they are very, very comfortable. They actually had belonged to my mom, but they belong to me now, and they, like I said, just like walking on air. They're made of this like real soft, squishy foam. It's amazing. Okay, next we have a Hallmark Sugar Plum Fairies little ornament set. These were so cute, and I was debating on keeping them because they were just so stinking adorable, but I didn't really have a place for them. I don't have like a little tiny tree to put them on, and I wasn't sure exactly like where they could fit in with my holiday decorating, so I decided to list them. I got them at a thrift store. I probably paid like maybe $1.99 for them, and they sold for $13.99. So some Hallmark ornaments I think can sell well, and some not so much. I guess it just depends, but these were adorable, and at the time I was going to keep them for myself, not even resell, so I'm happy that they sold for what they did. Oh, this next one is a good one if you guys ever see these out, but you got to be careful. These are the bell charms, these plastic bell charms. These were really big when I was young. They're just like little plastic bell charms, and they come on plastic like chain link necklaces, but they're very highly collectible. I purchased all of this entire lot was in a baggie at Goodwill once. I've had these for a little while, but I like didn't have them listed. It's one of those things where it's like, why don't I have these listed yet? I've had them for a while. I think I paid like $2.99 for them, and they sold for $54, which is awesome. The bell charms, definitely, like the more you have on a necklace or just like knotted together, the more they tend to go for. And then some bell charms specifically on their own can potentially, you know, be worth it to like list them kind of separately because they're harder to find and stuff like that. But you have to be careful because I don't know if it was Michael's or AC Moore. It was some craft store that not so recently came out with their own version of these. Like they kind of brought them back, and a lot of them look exactly like the older ones. And I don't know if the newer ones are really worth as much as the old ones. So if you find them, you kind of have to like try and make sure, I would think, that they're actually like the vintage ones and not the new ones, which I don't even really know how to tell. I know mine were, just because you can tell the age of them, like, you know how some are like discolored a little bit and that kind of thing, and I had them when I was young, so I knew, you know, exactly what they look like. I haven't come across, I don't think, any of the new ones yet, so I don't know if they have like a certain marking on them or something to kind of differentiate whether they are new ones or old ones, but definitely keep your eye out for the bell charms. Next was a Lauren Conrad tank top. This sold for $5.99. So like I said, I'm just happy that some of these clothes are just getting on out of here, because I had said in my last video that I'm trying to focus on when I am picking up clothing, I am just trying to be very more careful with what I'm picking up and trying to pick up better qualities, better brands, and that kind of thing. And I think I'm doing pretty good with that. Alright, next was a Dooney and Burke. This was like a pencil case. I don't know, it could be like a makeup bag. I got this at a yard sale. I think it was $1. It had some like issues with it. It wasn't in like the best condition, and I debated on even putting it up for auction. I was just gonna like donate it because I wasn't sure if anyone would buy it with the issues that it had, but I just closed those issues in the auction. I put it on auction because, like I said, I didn't really know like what to price it at. And it ended up selling for $14.53. So that was surprising to me. Next was a Nike golf tank top. This sold for $10.50. I got a pair of Levi's jeans that sold for $5.99. These were actually my mom's. Oh my gosh. She has, well, she still does. I haven't listed all of them, but the woman had hundreds of pairs of Levi's jeans. They were just her favorite jeans, essentially, and I have so many of them that I need to list because they're just kind of, you know, sitting at my dad's house now. But I have so much other stuff to list that I haven't really been digging into her things that much. Next we have an Avon necklace. This is just like an older style Avon necklace. It sold for $5.99. I don't sell a whole lot of jewelry. I'd like to get more into selling jewelry, but it's just not something that I ever like got into hardcore or anything like that. But it does interest me because I like jewelry. Next we got a blue and gray skirt. I think this is an Ann Taylor brand. That sold for $5.99. I sold a vintage purse by a brand called Mardane. This was also my mom's. That also sold for $5.99. Next we got a Raffaella. Wasn't that a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle? Raffaello. No, it was Raphael. I'm thinking of Michelangelo and Raphael together. Okay, anyway, this sold for $13.99. Free People cardigan sweater. Free People is a good brand. I knew this. I got this cardigan at a yard sale for, I think, 25 cents or 50 cents. I sold it for $34.99, so that one was a good sale. So Free People is a brand that I know to keep an eye out for anyway. But if you did not know that, now you do. Their stuff sells really good. Next was a Coach Legacy purse. This sold for $22.99. A pair of Gap overalls. These were shorts. I actually got these at a thrift store fairly recently. And they sold for $29.99. So bibs, really hot item. Always has been, still is. Shorts and long pants. Gap is the brand that I sold recently. I sold a pair of Gap like pant bibs not that long ago. That's typically the brand that I find when I find bibs, but so I know Gap bibs sell. I'm assuming other brands would sell as well, but maybe not for as much. I'm not sure, but definitely overalls are, you know, something to look out for as far as clothing goes. And then the last thing for this video is a pair of sandals that I purchased when I bought those Gap overalls, and they are by the brand called Wolkie. And it's a brand that is fairly new to me as far as like knowing about it. I feel like I had saw the brand before at a thrift store. I think I want to say I saw them at St. Vincent's before, but I don't know if there was like something wrong with them or if they were just too pricey. I can't remember why I didn't buy them. But these ones that I got here I think were like $2 at the most, and they sold for $37. So that was a nice sale there as well. So that's everything for this Cha-Ching number 14. I'm gonna end it there. I think that was like 40 things, and then we'll be up to Cha-Ching number 15, and I'm excited because you'll start to see more like recent things that I've been purchasing and that have been selling. Like I know everyone's like wondering about that Catherine Holm plate that I had and stuff like that. Yeah, so I can't wait to get to those Cha-Ching videos, but we will get there eventually. So that's it for Cha-Ching number 14. So I hope you guys enjoyed. You have to let me know down in the comments what you thought, what's been selling for you lately, and all of that good stuff. Oh, that breeze feels amazing. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time.